Hey guys, so it's Jamie Wasney here, and I'm here to talk to you today about the topic of protecting your energy. And I'm going to come at this from a completely different angle. So, what I invite you to do right now is let go of all the preconceived thoughts you have about this topic, protecting your energy, clearing your energy, all of these things. Um, and see if you can let your mind not agree or disagree with me, but listen for something new and see if something kind of occurs to you or dawns on you about this topic. Because I'm kind of coming at this from a different angle, but one that has been wildly helpful for me and many other healers that I've been hearing having the same conversation. So it's not just me. So I hope this helps. Okay, so for many years, so I'm a Reiki master and I work with a lot of different energies, and grew up hearing the term empath, energy sensitive, all that kind of stuff. So if you're a type of person that walks in a room, and technically we all are this, but some of us are, a little bit more porous than others. So if you walk into a room and you feel other people's energies, or you feel this space and you walk in, you're like, what just happened there? Or you just have these deep knowings of how people are feeling, and you just have a sense of what's going on with other people as well as yourself. So that's an empath. That's an energy sensitive human. And in the energy world that I've been in for the last 8 years, I hear, you've got to protect your energy. You've got to wear crystals. You've got to sage. You've got to meditate. You've got to have your prayers. You've got to force field up because it's not safe out there. So I did all that for a lot of years, and my best friends who did the same thing are like, is it working? I always have to change things, and what I was doing before isn't working, and maybe it just shifts, and I don't know. And everybody has different things to do to protect their energy. And while these things are helpful, you might even intuitively be guided to do these things. So I'm not saying that. I'm going a little bit deeper and just suggesting right now that all of that was coming from a place of fear, because I didn't think that I was safe. I didn't think that I was okay. So I was doing all of those things because I thought I would be infiltrated by some dark energy, or suffering, or stuck in something I didn't want to be stuck in, or not in control, all that kind of stuff. So all of that being said, what I've come to see, and it's totally different than coming from a place of fear, needing to protect your energy. What if we can look at it from another vantage point and say, it's not about protecting yourself, so coming at this small thing the world's coming at me, but it's simply about expanding your own light. So that's your armor. So your defense, if you want to look at it this way, your defense against lower vibrational energies, other people's stuff they haven't worked through, and the suffering in the world, the fear of the world, isn't to go about protecting yourself, but it's to go about expanding your own light, so that your vibration is so beautiful and expanded and light-filled and God-filled and source-esque that you are not a match for the other stuff. So how do you do that? So you could think, I need to do the techniques and the meditation and this and that. Your journey is going to be different than everybody else's journey and my journey. But to me, it's the greatest protection that you could possibly have is just to walk with God. And what that means, that doesn't mean this to me. I'm just sharing my opinion and what I've seen and what has worked for me and for other people when we see this. It's not some outside force. It's not some person in the sky. It's you. It's a part of you. It's the God you. It's the soul. It's when I connect to the light within myself, the God within me, the light within me, the nature within me, the intelligence within me, I am immune to the dark. There is no darkness in the light. So if you expand the light, if you connect to that part of you, first of all, my suggestion, what has helped me, is prayer, intention. I intend to let go of needing to protect myself from a place of fear, and I intend to open to the love within me. I don't even know what she feels like, what he feels like, what it feels like, but I want to expand the light within. I want to open up to my soul. Now, you know what your soul feels like: well-being, peace, all of these things, by the way that it feels. So our mind is very racing, confusing, asking lots of questions, analytical, sped up, emergency, depressed, anxious, all of that stuff. That mind, that fearful mind, is going to say, oh my God, we need to protect ourselves. This is bleh. Coming up with lots of things to say. Your soul is solid. It's stable. It's what's there all the time. It's just like, do this. Go there. It has a feeling to it. So if you follow the feeling of your heart, if you do the things that bring you joy, if you ask yourself, what do I want? What brings me joy? What career do I like? What food do I like? What experience do I want? That is not selfish. That's self-love. That's protection. How cool is it that giving yourself what you want is your ultimate defense in life? As an empath, as an energy healer, as a human, as an accountant, as a lawyer, as a teacher, as a mom, whatever you are, asking yourself, what brings me joy? What do I want? What lights me up? Where am I being called? Not listening to the noise of the program that you've learned, but going into your unprogrammed self, the part of you before thought, the blank slate canvas that you are, knowing it by the way that it feels, and going forward. No one sits us down at 5 and tells us this. I'm giving you permission. Follow the feeling. Let it unfold. If fear comes up, okay, part of the normal human experience. I'm not going to get in there and analyze and figure out and get lost in the world of thought. I'm just going to go, thought moves, thought passes. I'm going to understand and look towards what thought is more. Thought is transient. The less I do there, the quicker it passes, and the quicker that feeling comes on that says, this would be fun to do today. Going out in nature would be nice. Trying this new class would be cool. And I know this might not make sense, and it might be coming from a different angle, because it's like, what tool and technique can I use? And like, is that enough? Yes, that's enough. Because your soul, what you want, that feeling is God. So that's the highest vibration that you can possibly be in, is being one with the wholeness of love. And, you know, you're not going to hang out in that low vibe stuff. So that's your protection. So if you hear the conversation of, what do I do to protect myself from other people's energy? Love yourself. Honor the God within you. Go towards the light. What do I want? Set the intention. I'm resonating with what Jamie's saying. I don't quite know what that means, so just open up. Open up to the tiniest part of it. I don't understand what it means to have God in me. Open up. You'll start hearing books. You'll start hearing conversations. It's literally, you know, God is a state of being within you that all of us have. And so you're just tuning into that radio station of wisdom and intelligence in you. You're meant to have a life that you love. Suffering is of the mind. We were plopped down in a world where this isn't the norm, but we are part of a new paradigm where we're rising up in love, where we're shifting our focus from all the fear to this warmth and this joy and this heart-centered life. So it's okay to live that way. Your life isn't going to fall to shit. You might have a momentary lag of shifting from the mind to the heart and going, this isn't working, I got to jump back in. I was there too. My mentor would always say to me, wait a minute. You got to give it a minute to shift. Like, the inner can shift, the spirit can shift, the energetic can shift, and you got to give the physical a minute to catch up. So don't jump into your old patterns. Watch them. Give them space. Let them float by. It's just thought. You are so much stronger and bigger and brighter than thought. And we can look in our world right now and realize this old paradigm of living in this thought-created fearful mess isn't doing anything. It's not protecting us. So your greatest armor in life is love for anything. So look in that direction, and you will always be safe. You already are safe. And if you're in an experience where you're feeling other people's energy, because once an empath, always an empath. I don't know if that might change for me, but that's where I see it right now. Once you're sensitive, always sensitive. You just have an intuitive sense to feel things, which is a gift. You might go into a room and feel the fear. You might still feel it, even if you're expanded in God and you're in your soul self and your higher self. But then you're not afraid of it because you see what it's made of. You see it's made of energy. You see it's made of someone else's thought energy that you picked up on because you're part of the whole. That's why you picked up on it. And you have this gift where you can. But it's not stable. It's not temporary. I mean, it is temporary. It's not stable. It's temporary. It's transient. It will wash through you. Well, I feel this, but I know that the source in me is moving it along. I know there's nothing I need to do. I don't need to work hard to let this sensation I'm experiencing from walking in this room come in and come out. And so, it won't be as intense as it is when you're hanging out in fear and trying to protect yourself. You might feel it less. But if you do feel it, you're not so afraid of it. And you also know that, it's of no match to who you are. When we forget who we are, we're just constantly living in fear and thinking there's something to protect. But then when we remember who we are, which is the light, which is the sky within which the weather comes and passes, then we're not so afraid when the weather comes and passes. Whether it's our feelings or someone else's feelings, we go, oh, that's temporary thought coming through me, and it's of no match to my light, and I can endure it for a little bit, and it'll wash in and wash out, and there's nothing I need to do. That's the nature of thought, for it to come in and for it to leave. So hopefully this helps you see it in another way, and if you feel like you are taking on other people's energies, see that instead of as, oh, something's wrong with me, I need to do something. It's just your barometer. The more you feel drained by the places that you're in, you're going, you know what? Cool. That's the intelligence of the universe going, you're just, look more to the light. You're just not connected to your soul always. And let me rewind a second, because you're always connected to your soul. But let's just see that as, that's my barometer saying I'm just caught up in playing in this illusory reality of thought a little more than is necessary and helpful. And so if I feel I'm absorbing stuff or taking on other people's energies, great. It's just a little bit of a gentle nudge going, hey, this is more of an opportunity of me going, I get to look towards my soul more. I get to look towards love more. There's still something for me to see there. So just open your mind to seeing something new. Open your mind to aligning with love and expanding from the inside out. Okay. Namaste, my loves. I'll see you in the next video.